Good evening. This is Dr. Zayons. I'm calling with a brief reminder about our upcoming class tomorrow night at 7, Zoom session 5 of 14. If that gives you any indication of how we're moving along through this semester quickly, we're going to talk about Chapter 5. Chapter 5 has a lot of information in it, and it will actually be one of those chapters that you're probably going to keep close by for the rest of your career and use it as a research or a guide for you. But if there's anything in particular that you question in that chapter, if there's anything that you've had an experience with that you could share with us to offer some insight into any of those experiences, we would love to hear that. Please send me an email, though, and let me know so that I can get you on the agenda. We're going to introduce the case study assignment to you tomorrow night, case study 3, because you'll start with your Zoom groups this week and start working on that and researching that, working towards your presentation. Dr. Whitaker and I want to make sure that you understand what our expectations are and make sure that we can answer any questions that you have about that project. You also have this week discussion board 4, which is on due process, and you're going to observe due process and report about it. And we prefer that you do that this week. You may have been involved with something with due process before, but if there's something happening now that is a new experience that you can share with us, that would be great. You might also need to refer to Chapter 6 in that process when you're doing your discussion board question. You might find that helpful. So 5 will help, but you might need to go to 6 also. You have a peer review this week due on OMA 3. I think many of you have already completed that. OMA 4 is due this week, or you're to complete it this week. It's actually not due until next week, but you'll be finishing up on that. So, and we may go ahead. Dr. Whitaker and I are meeting tomorrow morning to discuss it, but we may go ahead and introduce the skip to you tomorrow night, because many of you are at a point where you may want to start on that before our next Zoom session. So, but we'll let you know. So I'll fix up an agenda and send that out. So if you'd like to be on that agenda to share something with us tomorrow night, please do so. Other than that, refer to your week 5 for your discussion board question, your written peer review of OMA 3. You're going to complete OMA 4, and you're going to begin working on the case study 3. So hope to see you tomorrow night. If there's anything we can do for you before then, please be sure to let me or Dr. Whitaker know. Have a good evening.